In this exercise tutorial, I'm going to be going through a one-handed squat on a TRX. So first things first, why would we want to do a one-hand squat on a TRX? Now, reason number one is we have to utilize core and hips more because ultimately the hips and core are going to want to rotate because you've only got one side of your body in contact with the TRX. It's a little bit harder for the key stabilizers, and that is why people like to do this one. Of course, when you do sets and repetitions holding on one hand, you want to repeat exactly the same on the other hand as well. Now, when it comes into setting up the TRX, what I want you to do is have the handles in line with the front of your hips. So place your hands on the front of your hip, so your hip bones, that is where you should have your handles. Now, what we're going to do in this video is we're just going to go through the do and don'ts of single hand squats first. So what I see a lot of is one hand's on one side, someone comes into the squat and all of a sudden there's an injury. So when it comes to TRX exercises, especially single hand ones, you have to have the hands over both handles. Do not, whatever you do, start coming back into your squat and having that happen. So this sudden quick jerk from the TRX. Now, once you've got the TRX in line, you've got your hand around both handles. What I want you to do is bend your elbow and come back until the TRX is completely tensioned. From here, the feet go hip width apart and they're pointing slightly out away from the body. I want you to bring your hips back and your arms straight as you come down and back up. So we're coming down and back up. There's a lot more tension on this exercise through the shoulder and bicep, just because there's only one arm supporting. Now remember not to use your arm until you need to, or alternatively you're on the last set. So when you're in that arm extended position for the squat, you actually stay there. So once you've done your first repetition and you've got your arm extended, you stay in that arm extended position until your final repetition or until you need the assistance of the arm to get out of the position. That is how to do a single-handed TRX squat, and you would repeat that for your desired sets and repetitions.